Yet it's also a very human choice. Yeah, yo! Yo, his head! Yo, his head! Bro, his head! You really have become wonderfully corrupt, Kendrick
How's it
Deal.
been, Squad Nation? It's Super Play. Hey, if you guys are peeping why the heck I'm not screaming squad or, doing all this stuff, it's mainly because of the fact that I have guests over. I have guests, have people over and stuff like that. But we're back in with another video. Tower of God Tuesday, my boy. We're back at it again, man. And today, we're doing another read-along for Tower of God. So, again, if you're enjoying these read-alongs, please like the video, comment down below, share this video across social media, and subscribe if you're new to my channel. But anyways, let's get started with the Tower of God Tuesday read along.
Okay, here we go. Chapter 97. Nah, shit. I was about to say 97. Jesus, 77. Okay. I'm originally from a branch of one of the 10 great families, but because of a situation with my parents, I grew up with the main family. Ever since I was little, I've always been closer to animals than to people. Okay, so again, some backstory no jutsu. As an indirect descendant, I felt alienated by the people in the main family who looked down on me. But animals are so straightforward about their feelings, so I could relate to them right away. When I gave animals love, they gave the same love back to me. They never betrayed me. After becoming a regular and climbing the tower in spite of the opposition from the people around me, I chose to become an anemia. Rather than dominating animals by forcing them to obey me, I chose to get closer to them by giving them love. It took a long time, but I thought that was the best way to become a true anemia. As I climbed the tower, I arrived at a certain village. I heard that there were people who there were having trouble because of some giant wild rabbits that came down from the mountain. Because of their enormous size and extraordinary fertility, oh, shit, damn. So they was going to town, huh? The rabbits weren't easy to get rid of. Upon hearing that, I went to check out the mountain behind the village and found a rabbit's den. Seeing how many of them there were, I knew that the army would probably be called in to deal with them soon. Before the army could come and kill the rabbits, I offered to get rid of them for the villagers first. I found out that the giant rabbits came to the village in search of food, so we temporarily locked every door in the village. And in one part of the village, I put some of their favorite food coated in a drug for reducing their fertility. Oh damn. As I expected, the rabbits swarmed to the spot. And I went there every day and gave the rabbits food myself. At first, most of the giant rabbits avoided me, but over time they gradually let their guard down. After a lot of hard work, I finally managed to bring them under my control and stop them from reproducing. Damn. Then I gathered the villagers together and told them how to coexist peacefully with the rabbits. I told them that they may lack food now because of the rabbits, but as the rabbit population decreases, the situation will soon improve, and the villagers started to listen to me. I taught the villagers how to befriend the rabbits, and the rabbits became their pets. Over time, the number of the giant rabbits on the mountain decreased dramatically, and I stayed there for a long time because the people recognized me as the expert on the rabbits. A long time after that, suddenly a lot of the giant rabbits were found dead around the village. Jesus, so I guess the army did come after all. And witnesses say that some monster from the mountain had done it. People were terrified by the appearance of an unidentified monster. I head over to the mountain and request of the villagers. I thought that even the most terrible monster could be friended with good, genuine intentions. But that belief of mine was shattered the moment I saw it. It was big as a castle with a flaming mane and two terrifying heads. It was unlike any animal I ever seen before. Hey you! I couldn't even imagine befriending it. I felt so helpless. The monster slipped away into the darkness. I returned to the village and seeing that even I didn't know what to do, the scared villagers suggested that they bring in the army. A few days after that, someone named Yasracha appeared. He said that He said that he was very familiar with the monster that had appeared in the village and he knew how to deal with it. He was confident that he could overpower it. Soon the battle began. There were flashes of light on the mountain and some loud noises. Then Yasracha came back with the unconscious monster. Seeing that, all the villagers praised Yasracha's strength, and I was completely forgotten. Damn. Yasracha told them that the wild animals are dangerous and shouldn't be tamed. He said that they only be overpowered or killed. And he told the villagers that the giant rabbits must be eliminated from the village to prevent such monsters from appearing. People thought Yasracha was right. So they began abandoning or beating or killing the rabbits they had been raising as pets. The dead bodies of brutally murdered rabbits were found throughout the entire village. And the rabbits, which had been lucky enough to escape or be abandoned, ran back to the mountain in fear. I couldn't stop them. All of this felt like it was my fault. I couldn't take it anymore, so I risked my life and went to see Yasracha. I told him that the people began hating and killing innocent rabbits because of him. I said that I had to tell him that I believed that his violent ways were wrong, even if it meant endangering my own life. I told him how I tamed the giant rabbits and said that the animals and people have to find a way to live peacefully. Hearing that, I had to say Yasracha simply laughed and disagreed. Violent? Do you really think your approach is any less violent than mine? Come with me, I'll show you what kind of person you are. I went with Yasracha. Yasracha took me somewhere in a giant mountain range connected to the mountain behind the village. What the villagers simply thought of as a mountain behind the village was actually part of an enormous mountain range. And what I saw there shocked me. A bunch of those terrifying monsters was devouring the giant rabbits. The rabbits were their food. That's when I realized those monsters had to come to the village. Do you get it now? Those beasts have been feeding on the giant rabbits for ages. They're quite intelligent, so they try to stay out of human territory as much as possible. That's why they never appeared on that mountain behind the village, which allowed the rabbits to escape there. If you had just left them alone, the beasts would have just come and got rid of them for you, eventually. But because you brought the rabbits into the village and stopped them from breeding, the beasts didn't have enough food, so they had to come near the village. If I hadn't gotten rid of the rabbits in the village, the hungry beasts might have actually gone and harmed the villagers. Then all those innocent people would have been killed, and the beasts would have been slaughtered by the government troops. Jesus Christ. So it's a cause and effect all around. That whole tragedy would have occurred because of one arrogant anima who thought he could control nature. Do you still think I'm more violent than you? I couldn't say anything. What came over me at that moment was not a feeling of guilt towards the animals that died, but a feeling of helplessness that I, and anemia, have failed to control the situation. I'm not trying to blame you. I actually understand how you feel. How could you understand? What people like you actually want is complete control over others, and animals are much easier to control than humans. That's not true. Stop being such a hypocrite. Show that disgusting, arrogant desire to dominate everything. That's your true nature and what you will become. If you can be honest with yourself, I'll give you the power to control a lot of things. The power to control. It was too sweet an offer to refuse. He knew me. Damn. He knew you really outright. Here we go. Here goes my boy. Here we go. My man. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. The man from the wall. Let's get it, bro. Oh, my. Now, Hots, go for the division commander while I hold back the hostages. Purification. The distant and mysterious eastern sea that's sharp this sword is said to be the sea that purifies all things. The reason that this sword obeys me, even though I'm not a ranker, is because I may be weak, but I'm also slightly more transparent than rankers. Take it. Is this a sword? Yes, it's a sword. Why? And you're giving it to him. How lucky him. I'm your student too. Don't you have anything for me? It's from Wohawk's song, not me. They seem to have chosen it very carefully because you're Bam's companions, and they wanted to give you something that would be useful. It's even an ignition weapon. Oh shit. It would be dangerous if anyone finds out this is connected to Wolf's song. So if anyone asks, where you got? Just tell them you found it by chance in the tower. What, an ignition weapon? Can regulars use it? Yes, D-rank regulars can use it. I was surprised too, but this sword is very proud, so it doesn't listen to people who are too strong. Its strength and abilities also change depending on the situation and its mood. And many rankers have died trying to ignite this sword. What, died? Yes, they just passed out and never woke up. What a scary weapon. Don't take out the sword or try to ignite it unless you absolutely have to. Funnily enough, the sword is more likely to listen to those who are weak, but only if the owner is free of greed and has a pure mind. If someone tries to use the sword, even with the slightly bad intentions, it can even kill them. It has a mind of its own, so it's dangerous. I'm giving you this sword because I think you have a pure mind than anyone I know, Hats. You may can kill you if you're too greedy. I know Hats isn't that kind of person, of course, but it's too dangerous. It's better not to use it. That's right. It's better not to use it if possible. Then why are you giving it to him? Swords are dangerous by nature, but it would be silly not to have a sword just because it's dangerous. It's certainly a dangerous sword, but as you climb the tower with Bam, eventually you'll need it. When you're in a situation where you're willing to risk your life for something. Jeez, I'm yawning too crazy. If you focus entirely on that goal, then this sword will, I'm sure it will lend you its power. Jesus, I can breathe and I can barely speak. Just focus on saving these brainwashed people. If I don't ask for any more than that, I'm sure this sword will help me. Donghei, ignite! Just once. I can't take any more than that. Just this once. Please work. Let's see. Oh, god dang, it's big as shit! It's really big, oh my! What's going on? My days is getting weaker. Did it work? Nice, he's losing control over them. I can't believe it. How can a regular break my spell? Thank you for this chance, Hots. I won't let it go to waste. Oh god. He punched every last one of them. Regeneration isn't working? You bastards! Primal punch. Lethal move. Terim. Bruh. God. Oh my god. I can't believe you are keeping so many hostages in that pyramid. You're not just twisted, you're evil. Hey, stay back. Damn it. Why am I being humiliated like this? Lord Yasracha gave me this power to put me at the top of the pyramid. Bro. Uh-oh. Hey. I always looked after you animals. Are you trying to help me? Come here. Come here and keep that man away until I can get out of here safely. Oh shit, they ran away. What are you doing? You're supposed to be protecting me. Are you disobeying me? I'm your master. Bro. Oh. Bruh. That thing just aimed straight out right. Kendrick Deal, you always seem to be sitting. Is something wrong with your legs? No, Lord Yasracha. Are you uncomfortable with me sitting? If that's the case, no, I'm just asking, purely out of curiosity. I see. I'm trying to avoid doing things myself, starting with walking. Is that so? One day, it suddenly occurred to me that the dumber and more basic the animal, the more it requires its legs. It also occurred to me that I can get around just fine without using my legs. My job is to command others, not to move myself. I don't have to walk anyway, so I decided not to. That's an interesting idea. So you're saying you don't need to walk since you can just get others to do things for you. As you like then. Thank you, Lord Yasracha. I knew you would understand. Very impressive. Well, I'd better be going. His legs are a symbol of how much more involved he is than other animals, yet he's proud to choose a regression just to show off his own power. That would be such a foolish choice to make for an animal whose life revolves around survival and evolution, yet it's also a very human choice. Yeah, yo! Yo, his head! Yo, his head! Bro, his head! You really have become wonderfully corrupt, Kendrick Deal. Bro. Hot, are you okay? Jesus, yeah, he breathing hard. It hurts so badly. It feels like my insides are going to explode from the pressure. Is this what it feels like every time I use that power of yours? Bam? Hots! Hots! Bam's part of the field. A new turn has begun. Number of squares in direction. 4 squares forward. I see, you're going that way, huh? So you rather face the map boss than deal with me. No matter how strong the map boss may be, it can't be stronger than a legendary high ranker. I suppose that makes sense, but you'll probably regret it. White is going to catch up with me eventually, unless I take this route. I don't have a chance of beating White right now. It's better to go with the route that has the least slightly better odds, even if there's an unknown factor. I'm going to avoid White and take the jumping route. If I can beat all the monsters in one turn, I might not face White at all. Even if I run... Oh, Jesus, I'm tired as hell. Even if I run into an extremely powerful monster, I'll be able to cross the map in the shortest amount of time. I like to move forward by 4 squares. Alrighty. Would you like to open the prison? Yeah, hurry. The prison is now opening. Please note that the monsters will come out of this prison. It's huge. Is there just one monster? As I explained earlier, the jumping route allows you to save time, but the monsters in the prison are also much stronger. The monster that emerged in the prison is a middle area beast that even rankers are afraid of. This is its breeding season, so the male is even more aggressive than usual. Don't let your guard down just because there's only one monster. Alright, bet. Okay, bam. Oh god! He's right, it's way stronger than any of the other monsters. Come on, this isn't very entertaining to watch. Use a thorn or whatever to kill it. You think I'm gonna fall for that? I know you want me to use up all my energy here so you can catch up with me. I was just trying to give you some friendly freaking advice. I mean it. I don't want that thing to steal my prey. You still haven't really used the powers within you. You just use little bits and pieces of each power. You'll never gather enough power that way. You have to command powers within you to gather together as one, with as much force as you can muster. With all your powers are directed in a single direction at a single target. Then they're compressed into one. That's the only way for you to properly use your power. Command my powers to gather together? What is it? Are you interested? No, I'm not sure hearing what you nasty person like you, alright, has to say. You sure are stubborn, but I don't think that this is going to go quite as smoothly as you wish. His horn got even bigger. Slayer Candid, it's only a matter of time until you set your powers on fire. The day when I first devoured another person's soul, I was extremely confused. I wonder if it is a right to consume other people's souls like this is just to gain power. If I can take it back, how should I feel about the powers of what other people within me? But because of my thirst for power, I continued devouring souls in spite of my confusion. As I attained more power, strangely enough, at some point, the intense confusion simply vanished. All I heard was the clear sound of a single sword. The cries of all those souls I devoured were silenced, as though cut down by my blade. It was then I learned about myself. I've always been different from them, and I've been ruthless predator since birth. I was destined for a blood-soaked crown. There was never any need to worry about any of that. This could only be obtained by getting my blood on my hands. This crown may be blood-stained, but is a token given to the Lord who towers over the dead. You are the same as me. I want to see you get drunk on your own enormous power. and put on this bloodstained crown yourself. I want to see you corrupted by great power. Jesus Christ, White. My man is out here really trying to be like, listen, I want you to get drunk off power so you can understand where I'm coming from.